Last time on Dragon Ball Super, despite Vegeta's best efforts to use Ultra Ego to take down Gas, it was in vain. Vegeta did start to gain the upper hand through taking so much damage, but it was too much for his body to handle, and he collapsed. Meanwhile, Vegeta, before the fight with Gas, had told Goku to figure out his own power and how best to wield it. And so, when Goku's time to fight came in, he decided to use Ultra Instinct with his base ability, finding that he wouldn't be able to keep a cool head throughout the battle. And somehow, this managed to actually overcome Gas, although it seems as though Gas's hang-ups about Goku's father Bardock caused a lot of Gas's own instability during the fight. Ultimately, Gas was down, but when Elect came in and told Gas to fight not just for his life, but for the heater. That's what it's all about, for the family. Gas erupted in power, and though his power is mighty now, his body seems to be frail and falling apart. What is happening to Gas? And has he finally unlocked the power needed to take down the Saiyans as well as Granola before his own body gives out? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Dragon Ball Super, Chapter 86, All Out Bout. Isn't that what we've been reading for the past several chapters? Shoot, you might as well just put that as the new caption to Dragon Ball. Alright, Gas is powering up. He continues to look gaunt and old, as though he's burning through his life energy. Goku looks on in shock and horror. Elect leaps back on a nearby plateau, smiling, obviously confident that Gas can get the job done. Gas raises his hand, and he's essentially pulling a Darth Vader as he is essentially force choking Goku. Goku is struggling to even get out the words, "He got me." He screams in pain, while Gas looks up towards him with a sinister smile and says, "Behold, as your head twists clean off." Goku struggles to get his fingers to his forehead, using instant transmission to appear right behind Gas. But Gas anticipates this and manages to just deck Goku in the snage without even looking at him. Goku hits the ground, blood pouring from his nose. He holds his nose briefly, but then looks back towards Gas, who is gone. Gas has appeared right behind Goku, and he says with a smile, "I don't think I've ever felt better. It's as if every cell in my body is burning away, fueling me, a new flavor of ecstasy." Gas grabs Goku by his head and chucks him into a nearby forest, and Goku goes crashing into a multitude of trees before he's launched into the air, and then, much to Goku's own shock and surprise, finds himself caught within a tornado, essentially. A tornado generated by Gas himself. And as Gas, now positioning Goku above him in the tornado he's whipped up, says, "You cannot escape this power of mine." He charges a beam in his finger and fires it up at Goku. Goku notices it almost too late as the beam comes bursting out of the atmosphere. Goku managed to dodge it, but just barely. A massive graze across his chest. Gas then fires multiple key shots at Goku, as all Goku can do is defend against the onslaught. Jeez, this goes on for a while. Goku is completely at Gas's mercy. As the heaters look on, Elect with his wry smile, Maki and Oil in complete disbelief. Gas then dispels his whirlwind, and Goku simply falls to the ground, slamming to the earth completely in pain. Elect turns to Maki and Oil saying, "See, he gets the job done once he starts trying." Maki, however, is just speechless, but then she musters the words, "Okay, sure, he's winning, hooray. Except something's kinda off about Gas." Meanwhile, Gas has marched over to Goku and then physically this time, holds him by the throat with one hand. With his other hand, he forms an energy fist, which, man, Dragon Ball Super has been doing this energy form thing a lot lately. Kinda loving the technique, honestly. He forms a giant energy fist and just BAM! Hits Goku across the battle area, sending him sprawling to the ground as Gas continues marching over to Goku, chuckling to himself along the way. All, however, turns to Elect and questions, "What's with the wrinkly look? He's totally ancient," Elect says, still with a sneer. "Not to worry, his power is very much intact. In fact, he's stronger than ever before." Yeah, but it's probably all at the cost of his life, honestly. Goku, meanwhile, struggles to his feet as Gas continues to walk towards him. Goku turns towards Gas and says, "Your body and your power are way out of sync." It's as if he's trying to warn Gas. Gas, of course, ignores it, saying, "My power has been liberated from my flesh," as he goes in for a kick on Goku, but uses an energy-constructed foot in order to make contact, launching Goku into the air. Goku manages to recover mid-air and launches himself down towards Gas. Gas is shocked for a moment, but then forms two energy fists. I'm really kinda digging the energy fists. Freaking like big old Hulk smack hands. And he launches himself towards Goku as well, with a manic grin on his face. But before the two warriors can make contact, they notice a massive ki blast coming towards them. They stop just short of being hit by the blast. Oh snap! It's finally time. The heaters look on in a shock, and so do Gas and Goku, seeing where the ki blast came from. It's none other than Granola. Remember him? He was, in fact, in this story. If you can believe it, Goku gives a smile, shouting Granola, while Elect is just in complete disgust, saying, "Whatever." Cocky of him to show up again after refusing to die. Granola then goes rocketing towards Gas and Goku, only for him to knock Goku in the face. Goku is knocked to the ground as Granola goes racing towards him, with Gas just looking on with puzzlement. Elect, however, chuckles to himself. "Ha ha ha, still holding a grudge against the Saiyans, huh? Smart choice there, Granola. Kill him for us, and maybe we'll toss you odd jobs again." Gas, however, seems to take offense to that notion, looking on with anger towards Granola and Goku. Meanwhile, in the dust that has been kicked up from Goku's landing, Granola slowly helps Goku up, telling him, "As I dreamt, I too heard your father's voice. Now you need to let me do what I must." Goku is shocked. Granola continues, "Are you willing to wager it all on my strength?" And so, as the dust clears, there stands both Goku and Granola side by side, as Granola charges up potentially one final attack. The two former enemies standing side by side. And while Elect is disgusted by this, Gas is all too happy because it means that he gets to kill them both. Goku turns to Granola and says, "I'll keep Gas busy until you charge up enough power to bring him down." Granola simply replies, "Thank you," as he leaps back to a nearby plateau, and as Gas comes racing in, shouting, "Not on your life!" Goku powers himself up as well, and races towards Gas. Before he can make it to Gas, Gas forms a massive energy fist, striking at Goku, but Goku manages to block, holding off the fist, and delivers a kick to Gas's midsection. It almost looks like an energy kick, to be honest. And it looked like it did a lot of damage to Gas as well. However, Gas manages to recover, and it's kind of silly, but he forms energy constructs of both his fist and both his feet, knocking Goku towards the ground. It looks so silly. Goku hits the ground, and here comes Gas with these energy feet coming down to stomp on Goku. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It looks so silly. It looks so silly. He stomps onto the ground, burying Goku deeper into the ground. However, that hit Gas took from Goku, it's bleeding mighty badly. However, Goku kinda looks like he's in no position to get back up. Gas sneers at Goku in his prone state, but then he remembers, oh yeah, Granola was charging something up, and it's starting to look like it's going to hurt whoever it hit. Gas looks on in shock. No, how is he doing this? How does he still possess such strength? I get the feeling Granola's using up everything he's got. Gas charges up a beam in his hand and fires the ki blast off to Granola. But Granola is encased within a barrier, much to Gas's surprise. He then realizes and looks back towards Goku, who, despite his injured state, has managed to shield Granola, as he says cockily, guess what? Nobody's giving up on beating you down. Gas is pissed as Gas fires off multiple ki blasts towards Goku. Goku is shocked and he just eats it. He eats it all. Like, Gas is just unloading on Goku, and Goku has no response for it. Like, it just looks like Goku is just being hit, he feels the pain, and he's just out. It just looks like Goku is just out completely. And the barrier around Granola just dissipates, and Gas notices this. Granola says, no, not yet. I'm not ready yet. Gas, meanwhile, is hacking up blood, but then he smiles a sinister smile and raises his hand towards Granola, taunting, what a shame. Only for Vegeta to come in with a headbutt. Yeah! Vegeta! And he pretty much just lays Gas out, if only for a second. And then he turns to Granola and says, any day now! Charge up fast or else! With Granola looking on in surprise, saying, Vegeta. Meanwhile, Maki cries out to Oil, seeing what's going on, saying, let's help him out, Oil, as they go racing towards their brother. Elect, obviously nettled by the series of events. But before Oil and Maki can make it, they're stopped by Monaito, who tells them, you're not getting past me. But Maki laughs this off, saying, listen, no geriatric green old man is gonna stop us. But Monaito unleashes something towards Maki and Oil, and it just knocks them out. It's a freaking roofie beam. It's like, roofie! It's just bam! They're done. Immediately put to sleep. Monaito just laughs at this, saying, hypnosis is my one and only combat skill. It's just like, this is about as good as I'm useful for. But, hey, support! As even Monaito yells over to Granola, almost ready, Granola? And Granola's just like, sure am. I've charged up more energy than he can possibly handle. Meanwhile, Vegeta is just trying his best to hold Gas in place. Like, he's just struggling as Gas is just like, get off me! But Elect, he calls their bluffs, laughing it off, saying, you wouldn't. Firing that blast near the ground would destroy Planet Cereal, the home you hope to protect. Gas, meanwhile, manages to toss Vegeta off of him, racing towards Granola. And Goku, he passed out Goku. He ain't got much thought, so he goes into Ultra Instinct. And boom! Giant energy form! Goku comes just bursting out of Goku. Again, I love this. I'm sorry, I really love the giant energy forms. They're so cool. Like, it always gives me the impression of it's just like energy that's just so... It's escaping your body, but you're managing to form it into something rather than just having it pour out of you. And Gas just looks back towards Goku, and he's just like, what now? Like, he's just like, why won't you stop? As the giant energy Goku just grabs Gas, as Gas is just struggling in the energy Goku's hand, saying, Unhand me! Holy shit, that's great! The energy Goku just takes gas and yeets him right up into the stratosphere. Like, oh my god! I'm sorry, I love this so much. I love it. It's like having the Uzaru form, but not needing the giant monkey or stuff like that. It is the greatest thing ever. Like, if nothing else good has come from the Dragon Ball Super manga, I'm sorry, the giant energy Goku is like the most fun thing. And while this does put, gas out of range of the planet, Granola he's trying to angle it up properly, but it's just like, well, shit, he's a little too far, as he says, damn it, my eye is still damaged, my vision's all blurry. But Oatmeal tells Granola, allow me to assist with aiming. Auto-aim. Engaged. Granola is shocked to hear Oatmeal, and Oatmeal just tells him, a bit higher. Like, a little bit higher. As Vegeta's on the ground, like, do it! Monaito says, this is your chance! And Goku just desperately shouts, Granola, shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Okay. And Oatmeal says, there, fire! And just, damn! That blast is huge! Like, shit, that is a planet-destroying blast. That is a straight-up planet-destroying blast. It's like the sun on the horizon. It's like a localized sun on the planet. Like, this shit is massive. And Granola just yells at the top of his lungs and just fires it. Just a massive beam just comes blasting out of the center of the energy ball. And it just comes rocketing off of Planet Cereal right towards Gas. And it fucking hits. The sky is lit up. Like a sun exploded. Honestly, it's like a sun exploded. And the only one who's just looking at it directly is Elect. Just utterly in disbelief. Vegeta's got his eyes shut. He's on the ground. He's just bracing himself. Goku's bracing himself. Oil and Maki are passed the fuck out. And then a calm comes over Planet Cereal, and then a rumbling. A massive rumbling just shakes the planet. It's just the wind from the blast just blows across the planet. Monaito is just doing his best to brace himself. Goku and Vegeta are flown backwards, only to be caught by Granola. Just like, nope, gotcha. Elect is being blown back. Oil and Maki, of course, were woken up by that. Maki finds herself upside down. It's just like, what happened? Where's Gas? As Goku and Vegeta struggle to get to their feet, Vegeta says, has he done it? And Goku says, he sure has. Well, Granola uses Oatmeal to just pinpoint Gas, who's just falling out of the sky, and he just hits the ground in the distance. Oil and Maki shout for their brother, while Granola turns to him and says, I didn't kill him. I'm not out for revenge anymore. Not against anyone. But Gas will be out cold for a few days, so take him and leave. Never darken our doorstep again. Yep. He finally learned the lesson of all of this. Revenge only leads to more problems. Maki and Oil sneer at Granola and go racing towards their brother, as Goku just weakly steps towards Granola and says, that was wild, Granola. But Granola looks away and says, I'm sorry for everything. But Vegeta just laughs it off, saying, it's a little late for that. And Goku chuckles as well. And, Gas, just in this massive crater. Honestly, it looks like his hair turned stark white from what I can see. I don't know how much longer Gas has to live. He was in rough shape, not even from the beating he took, but just from the fact of how he was using his power. And honestly, the fact that Granola was still holding back with that blast is insane. It's just like, nah, I was still holding back to try not to kill him. It's just like, what? What the fuck would a killing blast look like? Jesus! I'm pretty sure they felt that shockwave all the way back on Earth the way that shit went off. Like, you know that battle between Goku and Beerus? That it was just like, they're shaking the very universe. I'm like, no, that blast felt like straight up the universe felt that shit kind of went off. And the fact that Gas survived, just damn, holy shit. Like, this honestly, though, felt like a situation where Gas would have just burned himself out after a certain point. Like, if he couldn't even get Vegeta off of him, who was just, like, holding him back a little bit, it's just like, nah, he was probably gonna die eventually. Like, that hit he took from Goku, it just, like, I just think about that, just how it was bleeding. It's just like, ugh, no, his body is deteriorating on him. Like, his body is friggin' falling apart. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Gas just dropped dead next chapter. Not even from all the damage he took, but just the power he was pulling from his own body. Like, I would not be surprised. And I guess I should feel some kind of way about Goku just pulling out the giant energy form, but I mean, I guess it's tied to Ultra Instinct, and the way Goku got Ultra Instinct was when he fell into that spirit bomb, and he was just, like, at the absolute 0 point of energy and consciousness and yada yada yada. So I'm just gonna chalk that up to Ultra Instinct bullshit power. Like, there are a lot of variables here that, you know, make me kind of be like, yeah, this was the only way they win this fight. But it's a little bit janky in a few places, because if it was altogether just, all in all, the fight between Granola, Vegeta, Goku, and that was just wearing Gas down, if that's what they're trying to say, I don't think they got that across well enough. Because I could believe that. It's just like, Gas is being worn down by the fight. Yes, he's strong. He's the strongest in the universe outside of the gods and destroyers and all that. But it's the fact that the heroes keep on coming. He's fighting one dude after the other. He's tired. He's expending all this energy. He's wearing down. That makes sense. But I feel like they don't really explain or portray that enough here. But if you take that into account, it can kind of make a little bit more sense. Like, he's wearing down after over a while. He's constantly just at absolute 10. He doesn't know how to regulate all of this power, so he's constantly letting it off. He's not capitalizing on what he's got. He's not using it efficiently. You know, that's why Granola was able to be one-upped. Because the series has shown previously that having great power can sometimes be a double-edged sword if you don't know how to utilize it and use it efficiently. But again, I feel like the storyline hasn't just been explaining that well. But ultimately, I do appreciate that, you know, Vegeta was able to, you know, get back up and try to help out. Goku, you know, pulling off the spirit form and whatever is, if someone were to say it was a bit of an asshole, I wouldn't shoot that down, but I find the giant energy form so fun and cool that I just kind of roll with it. It's just like, when you think about how you have to go into the Oozaru, it's just like, you have to have the tail, you have to have the false moon. There's a lot of steps involved with the Oozaru. Here, it just seems like Goku gets the energy form if he's just pretty much at the absolute limit of what he can do. But I guess that doesn't make sense either, because Vegeta had to use Force Spirit Fission to put energy into Goku so that he could be powered up to be able to use that energy form. At least during the Moro fight. You could say, why does Vegeta use Force Spirit Fission on Gas? But I'm pretty sure that's only for energy that the person doesn't naturally have. But yeah, so that does kind of contradict things, because Goku technically shouldn't be able to form that unless he was really holding back. Like some well of energy he didn't previously have. Yeah, I guess that doesn't quite make too much sense, ultimately. That's a bummer. Yeah, that feels like a bit of a plot hole. Unless he just, I don't know, he's a benefit of Ultra Instinct? I don't know, that's a weird one to me now that I really think about that. But ultimately, I am glad that it was Granola to finish the fight. This was his saga, and it was kind of weirding me out that he hasn't been involved for a good chunk of this half of things. I know that Goku and Vegeta are basically the main characters, but it's just like, come on. This is Granola's arc. It's Granola's problem. I get it, there's a lot of connection to the Saiyans and stuff like that, but come on, give Granola the win. He got the win. He had the most bombastic moment. That energy blast was friggin' sick. Sick as fuck. Really sick. I would have liked Vegeta to have a few more moments of him also pulling out all the stops, but I'll take what I can get. Overall, if this is the end of the story arc, I'm not mad at it. I had a pretty fun time, all things considered. I know a few people are very mad about a few things here and there, but I mean, I don't know. It's one of those situations where I have to question how much of the poor stuff can I overlook, and I can overlook enough of it to just be like, yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoyed myself, if nothing else. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel if this is the finale to the fight? Were you happy that Granola got in the final shot? How'd you feel about Goku bringing out the giant energy forms thing? Do you wish Vegeta had a little bit more of a shining moment in this finale of a situation? I don't know, I feel like it would have been cooler if, you know how Vegeta, he was powering up a lot because of Ultra Ego. It's just that he was just too fatigued. He had taken too much damage, but he had gotten a lot of power. It would be cool if he transferred that power to Goku, using all the damage he took from gas, gave it to Goku, and that allowed Goku to just go on the full-on offensive with Ultra Instinct, which is a lot more nimble, and Goku has managed to get a lot of versatility out of it. Yeah, I feel like that would have been a good explanation. Like, Vegeta just had the energy from all the hits he took from gas, and you know it would have been powerful. Gave it to Goku, that powered Goku up enough. Goku goes into the spirit form, gets gas into position, Granola fires off the blast. That would have been the smarter way to go to really properly explain how Goku had that final burst of energy. But it's Dragon Ball. Goku always has that final burst of energy, but I've said enough. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notification. All that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. I don't know if you heard that, but that was thunder. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.